In the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 12.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in two.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set. 19. 59. To the car. Check 49. Check 49. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Check 9, check 9.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watch
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Hyde. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now to throw.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Trubisky now down around his goal line. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
18. Say, General West. Nickel.
Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
We're set. 19. It's 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Alert. 26. And go.
Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end set.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Hyde running right.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Tight dog. Check 50. Check 50. Back.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
59 mark. Check, 59. Let's go one more. Mike, check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson being chased out left. He's going to run. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Get that quarterback and
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A final shot before the break. Watson. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You gotta step it up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Move. Pilot, 64, reach. 55, the money.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
61, match box.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a run with Hyde. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. Complete here. It's Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. And who we got? Whip. Watch the line, let's go.
Johnson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. Hyde. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Hyde. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check. Crunch. Flare. 85. Watch the twitch. 22, check. Bomber. 22, check. Bomber. Slam. 24.
Again running right, it's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 12, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Watson now throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
59. You got nothing again. You got nothing.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. The 30. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 84 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 72 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. To Sean Gibson there on the tackle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Here's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Shoot. Ran.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.